An enormous steer standing more than 6 feet tall and weighing more than a small car eats about 70 pounds, 30 kilograms, of grass and grain a day to reach his monstrous size. The 7-year-old behemoth named Knickers is believed to be the biggest in Australia and one of the tallest in the world, measuring 6 feet 4 inches, 194 centimeters, to his shoulders and weighing more than 3,000 pounds, 1,400 kilograms. Knickers is so big, double the weight and half a meter taller than an average Holstein Friesian steer, that he was too big to be slaughtered in an abattoir and made into steaks, so he will live out his life as king of the herd. Whenever you want to know where your cattle are, you just cast your eye over the paddock, and you can't miss him, he told Daily Mail Australia. Knickers is heavier than a Mini Cooper, 2,640 pounds, 1,200 kilograms. 3 clones of racehorse Winx A Black RHINOCBROS AU $140 million in stacked AU $100 notes, or AU $155,000 in AU $1 coins. A beluga WHALA 9,300 potatoes. An entire rugby league team. The other cattle look up to him. Wherever he goes they go. If he wants to go for a walk, they follow. If he wants to sit down, they wait around for him to get up. Knickers' massive 70 pounds a day, 30 kilograms, diet is a mix of natural green pasture and rations of cereal grain, and though he has always been a big eater, Mr. Pearson puts his size mostly down to genetics. He was always a standout who stood above the rest. We kept him on because we thought he had potential to be a big steer, but never imagined he'd grow to be this huge, he said. It's quite daunting being up close to him. He's far bigger than any other steer I've had. But he's very placid, not aggressive, just inquisitive. Knickers was only slightly shorter than Mr. Pearson's son Tex, 17, who stands 6 feet 7 inches, 204 centimeters, and is even taller when measuring to the top of the massive beast's head. Vets said steers grew to be far bigger than bulls because they were castrated young and don't go through the hormonal changes that stop bulls growing. Cattle in general are also getting bigger due to selective breeding of the heaviest and therefore most lucrative cows for meat production. The average size of cattle across all breeds is 1,386 pounds, 630 kilograms, up 18% in the past 2 decades. Mr. Pearson said his herd of 20,000 had a high turnover, and all the steers Knickers started with were sold or sent to the abattoir at least 3 years ago, but he would stick around for the rest of his days. He's our favorite and one of our best assets. He's part of the furniture now, he said. Share this article. He's gone from being a production animal to I guess some sort of star, Mr. Pearson said. We always got comments from anyone who saw him, but he's rapidly becoming a local celebrity now. I'm not sure how we will handle his newfound popularity. Mr. Pearson said there were no plans yet to use his huge coat to increase the exposure of his farm, but he would see what happened down the track. Knickers was unfazed either way. He's just getting on with his job, which is basically just eating and sleeping, he said. His unusual name comes from his pairing with a long-departed Brahman steer named Bra, giving the farm a full set of underwear. The world's tallest living steer, or bovine of any kind, is an Italian Chianina ox called Bellino that stands just over 2 meters, and the heaviest ever weighed 5,000 pounds, 2,267 kilograms. A South Australian Guernsey steer named Big Moo was the previous Australian record holder, but only came up to 6 feet 2 inches, 190 centimeters.